Okay, so I don't have too much time today, but we left off having actually buildable roads in both colors. So see how we're building out that road win going horizontal. We need to build it out vertical as well, and that means we need to change the booleans that are getting changed there. Instead of potential road, instead of potential road, white, black. Okay. See, so we need even more different than this. We need potential road white horizontal, potential road white vertical. And then if it's horizontal, we're checking the 5th column, and if it's vertical, we're going to be checking the 5th row. So let's just give ourselves this potential road. We need potential road white horizontal, potential road white vertical, and then potential road white, road black, potential road black horizontal, and potential road black vertical. And then anytime we're actually calling our potential road white, we need to replace that with potential road white horizontal, and then any potential road black we need to replace with potential road horizontal. So we should be good there now. Let's see if we're crashing. Okay, so it looks like we've got and actually, yeah, that's in our occupant class here. Should we not leave this? H or V is kind of cryptic, but I don't really want a much longer variable than that, much longer field than that, so I guess that's okay. So I guess we need to kind of take note of where all of our potential road, actually, yeah, it's just in this function here, potential road H. So this is the column. So we need basically a potential road vertical, and then change all of these values ultimately to the corresponding vertical connect. So we need something similar like that, but instead of going left to right, we're going top to down. So I mean, is the move we just take it all? Seems really lazy to just copy and paste it like this, but so this is a potential road vertical. Okay, and then we're going to ultimately have to run this on every column like we're doing our horizontal, but we need to check different things. So if we're checking a road vertically, we're going to be comparing against the other rows. So the rows, what we're going to give in right here, we're going to change to row. And then actually, I'm going to take all of our... No. This is going to be different. Populate direct right matches to potential roads. So the equivalent of this would be to populate any bottom matches to potential road. So see, and this column is wrong. We need to replace this with 1 and this with row, right? So we say so we're saying if the top stack control is a white or black, then we're going to go ahead and check the row right beneath us. We're going to check the row right beneath us. This is actually... Shoot. Yeah. Yeah, so we don't run a potential road V on our row 1. We only run it on rows 2 through 5 because when we run this, we're asking for the previous road to check against a potential match, because only if the road above us is a potential road are we going to update our potential road status in that row. So the move is here. We cycle through all the... Yeah, this is wrong. We want to cycle through all the rows of our first column. So we would say cycle through I. No. We want to cycle through every column of our first row. That's what we want to do. So we replace this with 1. Then this is column, which is I. Yeah, maybe something like that. So we're going to cycle through the first row. This is wrong too. We're trying to take the first row, cycle through all the rows, and for each one that we have stack control, we want to check the one below us. So we need to cycle through the rows. So if we're cycling through the rows, we're the same, or no, we're cycling through the columns, so we're the same row, yeah, just 1. And then I is going to cycle through all the different columns, yes. Then if the row beneath us is a potential road vertical, see, this isn't really making sense to me. Let me take a look at what we do. So what we're doing here is we're cycling through all our rows in the leftmost column, or actually, yeah. This is not what I want. I actually don't want this. Populate direct right matches to a potential road. Okay, no, so yeah, this is different than I was thinking. We need our road start is what we need. Yeah, we need our road start or vertical. So we can say we need these two new values, which are these values, but the other vertical versions. Now we're flushing those on a road start. Then we're cycling through the first column. We're cycling through all of the rows of the first column to check for a potential road, and then for a potential road. So we want to also be able to check for, we want to cycle through a first row for a vertical connect test. So we would say first row, and we can actually say, yeah, we can say something like, well, and the thing is, it's similar to this. It's just the top row instead of the left column. So we're going to be cycling through not the rows, but the columns of our first row. So we'll replace that with 1 in I, and then so what that means is we're in our first row, our topmost row, but we're cycling through our columns. For a stack control in our connection, or in our control of our color, and then if we do in fact have that, we're going to go ahead and populate our new Boolean, which is our vertical potential road in that case. Now, this should be 1i as well. Now that we've got our first row, our road start rather, then this potential road makes more sense. But it doesn't actually make perfect sense to me still. Because only if yeah, the idea here is like this is the first step, which is like any row to the, or any column to the right of us, if it has a matching potential road on the left, then the direct orthogonal to the right would become a potential road if that's the case. And then the second part of the issue is the vertical connects. But so if we're doing this now, this is populating direct bottom matches to the vertical road. So we're cycling through our columns of our first row. See, now this is where it's different. We're actually wanting to cycle through the row that we pass it. Just like how we cycled through the column of our other one, we want to cycle through the I think that's right. So when we call this potential road on a row, what it's going to do is take that row we gave it, cycle through all the columns in that row, and check beneath us and see if that one... See, this is wrong. Yeah, this is wrong. Beneath us, and if the one beneath us, see, this is wrong. You see this one again. What this one is doing is it's saying, hey, if our column, if the one to the left of us, okay, if the one to the left of us, so we don't, okay, so this, since we're only running it on a column of 2, 3, 4, and 5, we can actually do that arithmetic and not nil out here. So it's asking, say, first of all, hey, if our column has stack control, stone control, then the one before us, if the one before us is a potential road, then we are in fact a potential road. So when we call this one on the vertical row, we're asking, hey, is the one before us, actually, if we've got, yeah, so first of all, we're checking if we've got it. So if our second row has got stack control, stone control, then we're going to ask if the one before us, is a potential road, and if that one is a potential road vertical, then we know we are. So that should be the first one. That should be the first one, and then this one would be basically the same, just with the different check for the stone control. So we're saying row I, row I, and then we're gonna say same thing. If the row beneath the row before us, so the row right above us, at the same index, whatever our index is. God. Okay. So it's something like this. So the first step is we cycle through, and we do this for both colors, we cycle through all of the columns of our given parameter row. So, for example, if we just pass in row 2 to our potential road function, it'll populate those occupants in that row with a potential road color vertical boolean. It'll populate that to true if if the row it's at has stack control and stone control, and the row beneath, row above us, actually, the road previous to us, it's a potential road. And if it's directly above us and a potential road, then we know we are a potential road. We do that for each color. So we're going to have to continue to go down this vertical road function, swapping out all the arithmetic for the proper vertical logic now instead of the horizontal logic. But I gotta get going here. So I want to look at our get diff. It's just going to be that function that we all got to fix. So I'm actually just going to leave us a note in here saying in our potential road function, right here in our vertical potential road, right here. I'm going to just leave us a little note. Okay. So yeah, we're going to ultimately build out the road downwards now. Which I'm actually kind of curious why we're not populating the colors anymore. Oh, we're only rendering. Okay, here we go. We go to our occupant class, go to our bottom render. We're only doing this for our old variables. So we need to do it for first of all, our horizontal variables, but then we'll ultimately have to do our vertical ones as well. But now we should be back to rendering our roads. That's good. Then, yeah. So we're going to be building out the vertical road, potential roads, and then we'll worry about the swapping of some sort of boolean to trigger a different state or a win state of some sorts. So we'll have to figure out how to kind of compartmentalize that. But what did I do there? But yeah. So we'll just pick up where we left off tomorrow, finishing this new vertical road function. And then we'll actually call those functions at the appropriate spots, and then we'll work on the actual detection for the win, because now we know that if anything is in the 5th column and a potential road, we know that is a road win for whoever has stack control. And we'll know the same. We have to actually cycle through the last column though, so we have to write some sort of function for that, and we'll be doing that once we figure out what we're going to actually be doing to handle player input upon a win, because we still have to be able to toggle a sort of win state that forces you to hit enter but doesn't allow you to place any new stones or anything like that because the game's over, but we still want to render all of our occupants and stuff. So that's going to be tough to figure out, but I think we can do it. Even if it's just a big block of code, we say if not win state, and we just toggle win state. We can do some simple logic like that, so I'm not too worried about it. I'll catch you guys tomorrow and we'll get some more progress done.